Good day everyone, I am Christian Obarco and today I'm going to report about unshortened and chiffon cake. So let's start.
Unshortened and chiffon cake. Chiffon, biscuit, and some flourless cakes are known as foam, sponge, or unshortened cake because they contain a large proportion of foam eggs or egg whites to lessen the proportion of sugar and very little wheat flour if used at all. This presentation aims to describe the function of the basic ingredients used in unshortened and chiffon cake, compare the characteristics of unshortened and chiffon cake, and identify the similarities of unshortened and chiffon cake. Unshortened cake is a type of basic foam type cake, unlike the type of butter cake which usually relies on baking powder or baking soda as a developer. Unshortened cake generally relies on air and egg as the ingredients. Basic type of unshortened cake: the yellow sponge cake and angel cake. Shortened cakes are usually of two basic types, which are yellow sponge and white angel cake. The white angel is made from egg white, whereas the yellow sponge usually has whole eggs in the recipe. And here is the ingredients of unshortened cake. First is cake flour, granulated sugar, whole eggs plus egg yolks, salt, water, milk solids, baking powder, melted butter, corn syrup, and emulsifier. Chiffon cake. A chiffon cake is a very light cake made with vegetable oil, eggs, sugar, flour, baking powder, and flavorings. Being made with vegetable oil instead of a traditional solid fat such as butter or shortening, it is easier to beat air into the batter. A chiffon cake combines method used with sponge cake and conventional cake. Example of chiffon cake: chocolate chiffon with a chocolate mocha glaze, chocolate almond chiffon cake with amaretto cream. Ingredients in making chiffon cake: cake flour, granulated sugar, baking powder, salt, vegetable oil, egg yolks, water, vanilla extract, egg whites, and cream of tartar. The difference between chiffon cake and unshortened cake. Chiffon cake relies on egg whites or meringue and baking powder as the ingredients. Unshortened cake only relies on air and egg, usually made out without butter and whisk white and egg yolk separately when the mixture is made. You cannot use a oil in pan to make a chiffon cake as the wall is too slippery for the batter to cling to the sides and the center of the chiffon cake pan in order to rise higher. Purpose of using tube pan in making chiffon cake. Chiffon cakes are typically baked in tube pans which produce the lightest texture because the cake can climb up to the center tube when baking. However, chiffon cakes can also bake in a regular cake pans.